Sorry about that, guys. So anyway, so I shot up a couple of comments because of what he told me about him being possibly in danger. And I was taking this very seriously. I felt like if I was the last person that I spoke to him, that there was some sort of a responsibility there if something had happened to him. So I was just trying to check in. I didn't think that there was anything wrong with you responding and saying, hey, once you saw that I was concerned about your well-being, that you would at least say, hey, yeah, I'm okay, I'm fine, I'm just busy, whatever, excuse or whatever you wanted to give, you could have done that just to, kind of put me out of my misery from thinking that, something had happened to you. And so this is the question that I will pose to all of you who are going to say you don't think he's a gang stalker. What would possess a person to, let's just say that you decided that this person was someone that you didn't mix well with, that you guys were oil and water, and you just didn't want to, necessarily have any further conversations. First of all, I would think that you would just say that in the first conversation. We're grown, we're adults. We're adults and we're being targeted. And I don't know about you, but I've been through a lot. And so you telling me that you don't want to have further conversation or contact because you don't agree with my spiritual beliefs, you don't believe in my spiritual ideas, you don't like the tone of my voice, whatever it is, you could have just said that, done and done. But to actually be the one to say, I'd like to talk to you again if that's okay. And then play this whole disappearing act. And then continue to have it going and keep it going once you see that someone is worried and concerned about your well-being. They're emailing you, they're texting you, they're commenting to you and saying, hey, are you okay? And you don't bother to respond. So what would drive a targeted individual to behave that way? So, and there are other things that has brought me to this conclusion about him. But that would definitely be the main at this point. I can't see a real targeted individual who's really being targeted for as long as he is proposing to be a target. And also not only that, but being a Christian. You're claiming to be a Christian as well, which is supposed to be synonymous with love. And this person is reaching out, trying to make sure you're okay, that you're actually alive, you're not hurt, and you have no respect, no altruism, no compassion enough to say, well, let me at least reach back and say, hey, I'm okay, I'm fine. I just, what we talked about was a bit heavy, and I don't know if you and I are on the same page, spiritually, and I don't know if that would make for a good friendship, if that's the case. Because the last time I checked, having a conversation is not synonymous with us being friends. A friendship is developed over time. And once again, you initiated us talking. So it just doesn't make sense. It didn't register. So once again, I put into perspective the possibility of, so maybe there was some sort of issue with my service. Maybe they were blocking, because they can do that. These devils can do all kinds of things when it comes to them trying to make sure that you don't connect with another T.I. So I took that into perspective as well. And it's been, I think, I'm pretty bad with times. I think it's been about 2 weeks and no response. And I see my comments are still visible on his page. But the funny thing was my email is jacked up. The email where all of our conversation was prior to us talking to each other. It's just it won't respond. Now, this is not my first time having an interaction with a gang stalker pretending to be a T.I. This is not my first time. And anytime I've had those responses and those interactions, they always have all this pull with YouTube. Now, if you're a target individual, you know that YouTube's not on your side. So how is it that another TI can have this control and be able to make these deals with, this company if they're truly targeted? Once again, that particular part of it, you could say it's reaching. Like I said, I've had my share of experiences with these fake TIs. And I get it. He's been on YouTube for a long time, but that doesn't matter. That's neither here nor there. What these people do is they monitor you, they surveil you, and they stay prevalent so that you don't connect with real TIs. They're very, very instrumental in that. They're also instrumental in making sure that you stay right in the box that has been created on this spiritual realm. So they do a lot of talking, perpetuating certain ideas and certain mentalities and ideologies that are popular. So again, like I said, I just find it very odd and strange. And I just saw that he made another video because, I'm sitting here worried about this dude that he might be hurt somewhere. And he's just like, F off. Who gives a fuck? If you're worried or you're concerned, I'm not going to respond. Really? So, like I said, I'm glad to know that he's okay. He's not, hurt somewhere. But I do want to let you guys know, for all of you who are following him and for all of you who know who he is, he's a gang stalker. He is a gang stalker. Because I just cannot fathom his behavior being this way if he's truly this soft-hearted, Christian, outdoorsy, loving, targeted for 8-9 years guy. So I'll make a video and show you guys the conversation that we had, as far as like the fact that reaching out to this dude and he's just ignoring it. He's not responding. He's just acting like I don't even exist. And it's cool because I won't do it anymore now that I know that he's alive. But I do want to put the message out there, and not because I'm salty or not because I'm, angry or frustrated about what he did. It's just clear to me that the only reason why he sought me out and wanted to have this conversation with me is because he's a gang stalker. It had nothing to do with him wanting to forge a friendship or wanting to have any type of insight on a spiritual level. So the moral of the story is just be leery. Be leery of, being soft-hearted and, thinking that people are really interested in being spiritually inclined. Because the truth of the matter is they're just not. Anyway, so you guys take it easy. And once again, like when you reach out, trying to make friends, just be very mindful that, not everybody's going to be on the same wavelength as you mentally. And not everyone's going to be the same sincere, genuine person you're going to be, unfortunately. Unfortunately. As horrible as this gang stalking phenomena is, you still have people out there who are just monstrous and who don't care about how you feel or how you see something. They just don't. It's easy to pretend when you're behind a phone making your video.